So this is the Mule, played by Clint Eastwood, and it came out in 2018. It goes in the story of a guy who starts off happy-go-lucky, um, planting plants, fruits and vegetables, living his life. Got a little help around the house, day laborers, and everything. And that starts off in 2005 in Peoria, Illinois. And then it fast forward 12 years later, and because he basically physically went to people and sold his products. When the internet happened, 12 years later, 2017, his business goes under. So he goes, and it starts off with that, and then the next scene is his ex-wife just ripping him his character a new one because he was never there. I think it goes off of that he is a truck driver, and she's bitter because he was never there, but he was always on the road providing for his family. So I guess in her mind, he's out there living his life, but at the same time, he's providing for his family. But she goes off the thing that he was never there for birthdays, baptisms, graduations. Now his daughter is getting ready to get married, and he's going to miss that too. And then 12 years later, it's the granddaughter's wedding, and he's coming over to say what's up, and he's got a farm truck full of his stuff in the house because he had to move out. And she's basically like, what are you coming over here for? And it's like, why can't you just leave me alone? trying to have a time with my granddaughter real quick. And all this commotion, and a guy who's in the business, probably a friend of a friend, recommends like, hey, I got some people that you can talk to about moving some loads for us, because you see that you're a road warrior, because on the back of his farm truck he had a whole lot of stickers, different states and everything. And it's like, you talk to these people, they give you some money, you're down in your luck right now. So kind of find out, it's all the way in El Paso, Texas, and he right now is in Peoria, Illinois, and he goes there in his farm truck that's old as hell to turn the key on the left side, and the starter is ratty. Basically, sometimes the truck won't start right away. He took that farm truck from Peoria, Illinois to El Paso, Texas, is 1,385 miles, a 19-hour drive. The dude was acting like oblivious, and it's based on inspired by a true story. He was kind of oblivious to it, that I guess, hey, put some packages in. That don't look at it. Like, I don't look at it. Because us as truck drivers, I'm not going to look at what's in the back of the truck. I'm going to go out the manifestation, the paperwork. Y'all could have put anything back in there. I want off the manifest. That's it. I don't ask no questions. I move it. But to El Paso, Texas, to Chicago is 1,485 miles, which is a 21-hour drive. So this dude took a farm truck almost 3,000 miles in a wing and a prayer and everything. And then he gets that, and he basically said, I'm only going to do this one time. And he's saying, hey, call this phone day or night. The answer is that I only do this one time. Like, when a guy's in his 90s, you can't bully him or nothing. It's like, I've been through it all and seen it all. Like, you're not going to be able to bully me. So it goes on. He thought he's cool. I got some money in my pocket. Go get a Lincoln pickup truck. But then the VFW that he goes to, the kitchen burned down, and he's a Korean War veteran. So he does another load because the insurance company is like hassling them to fix it. Does another load to get that kitchen fixed and everything. And then it goes back to where his granddaughter needs money for graduation from school and the wedding. So he does another load. And he's doing so well that the head dude in Mexico is like, hey, bring him over here. I want to see him, because he actually broke the record, because all the other mules is like moving 5 kilos here, 10 kilos here. He's moving like 130 kilos, because he's basically like an old white man traveling it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else must be suspicious that he got. But it's like, ain't nobody gonna even think about hassling an old white man, and he's just moving all them kilos and everything. And I knew eventually he was gonna get caught because all you gotta do is rattle the cage to somebody in the bottom, and they'll tell on somebody above them. They rattle them, they'll tell on somebody above them, and the next you know, they know the whole operation. So, moral of the story is he basically was just trying to do anything to help his family and his friends. He was down his luck at first. He did it the first time. Second time, he's just helping everybody. That was it. And they used him because then he was doing his own routes, different routes, going through white sands, going through farmlands and everything. The route was never different. He would stop at anywhere, anything, and I think they messed that up. But yeah, when you're in a tough bind, you do what you got to do for your family. But what I would do is I would recommend this movie to watch on Netflix. Go check it out.